welcome to Never Watch Alone, where you'll never have to watch a movie alone again. I am your host, Tim Lifeit, and joining me as always is my wonderful cybernetic counterpart, Sean Wheeler. Are you going to do the voice, Sean?
Hell no.
Oh, I'm so fucking cringy in these fucking intros. I swear to God. I'm losing subscribers by the second, so...
we have subscribers? What? When did this happen?
Since I've been revamping the show, man. I'm promoting the show. What are you doing? What are you doing to help the show, Sean?
Hey, I put it out there.
Okay, sure.
Just not always on the same day as you, but guess what? Staggered marketing is probably a better thing than having everyone bombard them on the same day.
I can't argue with that algorithm.
We can't figure out the algorithm. Screw YouTube. Come on.
It's wild. But anyway, we are here back again with Action April, and if you want to just get straight to the movie, as always, there's a sync button below to let you know when the movie starts. But that said, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, dun 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 dun. Oh, I'm so excited! Are you excited, Sean? Can you tell?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Okay, so you're a little bit older. Did you actually see this movie in theaters? I don't.
No, but so I did not see this movie in theaters, but you could not escape the cultural phenomenon that it was at the time.
Yeah.
So when it was first coming out on when it was first being released to video, however have you, there was at the local Circuit City surround sound home theater booth that people could go in to test out, see the TV.
Yeah.
So I'm in there on this giant screen, this surround system, and you close the door behind you
too.
I think I was there with a friend, but they didn't even care. That's just it. They have Terminator 2 playing. They don't care that there's a 10-year-old, 11-year-old kid just standing there oh hey. Yeah, I would have been 10. So
the good old days of the late 80s and early 90s where hard R-rated action movies were made for adults and marketed to children.
Oh, dude, I didn't dig it out to show you for this, but I still have one of the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator toys where it's half the face is gone. It's got the missile firing arm. I still got it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, do you know how cool it would be to get one of those hot toy action figures of the Terminator 2? Oh man, I would scream if someone got that for me for Christmas.
I'll never
just
forget,
saying for any of you listeners out there.
So I saw a portion of this movie in there, and ever since that, I was just I need to see this movie. I didn't get to see it for a few years because parents.
Yeah.
I eventually got to see it when I went to visit my cousin out in Maryland because they owned it, and they were a little nicer about letting me watch that stuff. And when you're visiting family, your parents tend to be a little
more liberal.
Laissez-faire.
Yeah,
more laissez-faire about it. So, but the part I saw in this Circuit City was from when Linda Hamilton is sitting there scratching on the table, has the nuke flashback.
Oh my God, you got
goes off to take out the dude working on the chip, and the arm reveal.
Holy shit, dude! You got to see some of the most intense imagery of the movie.
Yeah, so after that,
cool.
I'm just oh, I need to see this movie. I'm about this movie.
I mean,
I was
shit, dude. I was always imagining, 9, 10-year-old you looking at the screen at that store, and it was the opening, Future Wars battle. That's what I was picturing, but no, don't get right to the most intense shit. Holy fuck.
So I saw that and I was I need to know more about I need to see this. Oh man.
And I take it once you finally did see it, it was the most mind-blowing thing.
Oh, I mean, I absolutely loved it. It's so fun. It is wonderful, and I mean, but at the same time, when you look at it today, visually it still holds up, which that right there is a real high bar to achieve for a movie that came out 30 years ago at this point.
Yeah, 30 years. Okay, you know, it's so fucking crazy because when I think when the first time I watched this and they kept saying August 29, 1997, I always thought, hey, this movie must have come out in 97, like, you know, whatever. And then I looked at it later on and I'm like, oh what? No, it came out in 91?
Right. And I
this
mean,
is pre-Jurassic Park? Holy shit.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the effects for T-1000 are amazing, and no surprise that the computer graphics division of LucasArts had to go from 6 people to 36 people.
Yeah.
And it cost them $5.5 million for that 3.5 minutes of footage.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Worth it.
Yeah, it still holds up. Like, it's still amazing.
It's crazy because, you know, you look at movies, you know, that had early CG in like 1993 or 1994. You know, other than with the exception of the man who really made these things possible, Stan fucking Winston, dude. Seriously, hats off to him. Like,
yeah.
If he wasn't working on a movie with computer generated imagery or really great effects, or effects driven movies in the early '90s, I guarantee you it would have aged like shite, absolute shite.
So much of what's in this movie was actually intended for the original Terminator.
Yeah.
But because of the technological limitations at the time, they didn't do it. Like, the liquid Terminator, that was conceptualized for the original. The attack on Cyberdyne offices was conceptualized for the original. And it was literally after Cameron wrapped doing The Abyss, he was like, I think technology's at the point now where I can do this stuff. Let's make another Terminator.
Yeah. And, although it's really crazy because, like, that first one only cost, like, what, $6 million, $7 million? Really cheap movie.
Really low budget.
And it's amazing because how much people remember. This one obviously has a little bit bigger, but just a little bit bigger. Just a little bit.
Yeah, and it kept ballooning. It eventually came in, I think, about, like, $106 million.
Somewhere like that. It's nuts.
However, the demand for this movie was so high, which this will tell you, like, when you want to talk about a star being on fire, because of how big Arnold really was at that time.
Yeah.
He got paid $15 million for this movie, and the demand for this movie and for Arnold was so high at that time that this movie was in the black before it released because of that. That's how much they got paid for the international release agreements.
Whew, Jesus.
Also, it made more money than the original Terminator in its first 4 days of release.
That I believe, dude.
And if you adjust for inflation, it is still the highest grossing R-rated movie ever made.
Yeah, fuck you, Jesus. But yeah, dude. Oh god.
So if anyone's ever wondering why James Cameron is allowed to make whatever he wants, including like all these ridiculous Avatar sequels we're apparently getting, it's because he keeps making movies that print money.
Yeah, for real, dude. I mean,
they might be expensive, but they print money.
Yes, they do. Like, shit, man. I mean, did you see how he like re-released Avatar in China just to regain the number one over Endgame? Which is so fucking petty, and yet I have a weird respect for that in a weird way. Like,
yeah, but it's only gonna last until they do the 10th anniversary of Endgame and put that back in theaters, and then whoop, they're just gonna keep leapfrogging each other.
It's gonna be so fucking funny to watch. It's literally like watching a very the reversed scenario of rich people watching poor people doing the equivalent of a cockfight. Now it's us poor people watching these rich idiots fight over their title.
Something else I really want to mention here, because I'd be willing to wager a lot of people who might tune into this could be of a younger persuasion. And for anyone who wasn't, alive or of a certain age or older when this movie came out, I can't really explain to you the kind of marketing blitz that was done for it. You could not escape knowledge of this movie. I mean, obviously there were toys for it, which were successful, even though it was an R-rated movie. It had kid toys that sold.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, there was an arcade game associated with it that was heavily advertised. And they had an Arnold lookalike obsessor who was talking about leading literally the Terminator lifestyle. Like, weird marketing stuff going on, but, like, so everywhere and pervasive to the point where it's like, you could not avoid this. You knew about this movie, even if you hadn't seen it.
Yeah. I mean, hell, like, even this movie got so fucking blown out of proportion that they get a ride at Universal Studios T2 in 3D Battle Across Time. By the way, I have actually been to that, and it's kind of fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie. That show, because it's not really like a ride or anything. It's more like a 4D ride thing where they have you're basically sitting in a movie theater, and they have a really sophisticated 3D movie coming out, because, you know, it was shot on a very specific format of 3D at the time. So you're basically watching a 3D movie, and then props and actors and stunt people will blow up onto the actual stage, and so it becomes not just a movie but also a stage show. So it's kind of like this weird 4D experience. At least that's the show that I've seen. I haven't seen how it's changed over the years, but it's still really fucking cool.
Yeah. Also, something this movie did, which was a lot more common, I would say, in this time period, it had a specific standalone shot teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Which, you know, they released it. They played it before Arnold's previous movie that was released a year or two beforehand. I can't remember which one right now.
I think it was for Predator, actually.
Was it? Predator sounds.
Actually, no. Yeah. Well, that was 87.
Predator. Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
I'm
sure I can find it real quick. Hold on. I know, like, it's that thing. It's like, I'll know it again when I see it.
Yeah. Well, either way, this movie kind of was amazing. Although, you know what's one of the most amazing things that has spawned out of this?
Total Recall. It was played before Total Recall.
Of course, Total Recall. Oh, right, that makes much more sense. But another thing that really, like, just the insane amount of inspiration that this movie has sparked that I've found, there is actually, I forget exactly where this is from. I'm gonna have to just like Google it real quick to confirm. But there was a fan-inspired stage show called Terminator the Second, and it was a no, it was a stage show, and you can actually see clips of it online. I'll put a link in the description below for you guys. But it's a stage show where they do the entire movie with some really good effects for a stage show, like a fairly low budget stage show. But the real gimmick is they all talk in Shakespearean dialect.
Oh wow!
Yeah. It's William Shakespeare's presents Terminator the Second, yeah, you can you can take a look at the soundtrack. There's a trailer on their website. They did like a they actually had a film crew record one of the shows, so you can check it out. And it's fucking awesome. It really is. One of my favorite things in there is you remember the immortal line. Hasta la vista, baby. You know what it is in the William Shakespeare version? You're going to love
Couldn't
this.
Imagine.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. Boom! It's kind of fucking cool, man.
On that note, should we get into this?
Yeah, dude. I think the only other thing is just when you're watching, like when you watch this, Sean, like I just want you to do me a favor and just like go back to that for your younger self. Let's watch this with a young set of eyes, because even though this movie is R-rated, it is kind of weirdly like built for, you know, the mind of a 13-year-old, you know?
Well, I mean, it's not going to be hard because there's so much nostalgia chucked in with this movie. and I'll do my best, but I'm also full of trivia for it, which I will also be part of relating often.
We're always full of trivia, dude. So, okay, so folks, if you've got the Blu-ray or the DVD or whatever, it's on streaming. There's not a whole lot of places that it's streaming. I think it's on this one weird site called Philo. I don't know. Point is, if you've got a copy, cue it up because we are gonna get this.
Hold on. We should clarify. We are doing the theatrical version.
Oh yes, I was about to. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the theatrical cut, not the special edition or the fucking dumbass Skynet edition. But I'll get to that when we. Well, I'll get to that after the credits.
We can do it in post. Come on.
Yeah, fix it in post. Fix it in post. The worst 3 lines you could ever throw at any filmmaker, especially on an effects-driven movie like this. So that said, if you guys got the Blu-ray or the DVD, hope you really got that really kick-ass metal DVD that they had back in the mid-2000s.
I do.
That shit was the fucking bomb. So we'll get this bad boy started in 3, 2, 1, click. And remember, folks, this is the theatrical cut, the 2 hour and 17-minute cut, not the 2.5 hour cut, not the special edition or that stupid Skynet version.
Hey, Tim, restart right now.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Well, what?
Start again. Count us in.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, click.
Yeah, mine froze. I don't know why. So now we're good.
Hang on. Just back up. I'm going to cut this part out of the podcast.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. All right, so I'm just going to repeat what I said after we hit click. So 3, 2, 1, click. And remember, folks, this is the theatrical cut, not that stupid... the 2 hour and 17-minute cut, not the 2.5 hour cut, or the special edition one, or the stupid Skynet edition. But again, we'll get there when we get there. But hey, it's what was it? I can't remember how to. Oh, here we go, dude. Okay, so the score. Remember we talked about how Speed really made that movie really fucking cool. And just got your blood pumping. Yeah, the score totally does it here, man. Brad Fidel, man. By the way, I'm curious what you thought of the first one in relation to this.
I mean, this just blows it out of the water completely.
Okay, because I know a lot of people who weirdly have a higher affection for the first one. And I'm
wow.
Well, no, it's because they're totally different animals. It's kind of like the Alien movies. The first one's more of a horror movie, and this one's more of an action movie. So I like both kind of equally, but either way, I'm still here for it. Like these are the only two Terminator movies that we can actually agree are true to God masterpieces. The rest are
forget about it.
The rest are either questionable or absolute shite.
I mean, I don't know. I think some of them are good. Just it's a matter of the continuity starts to get a bit wonky.
That's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff, dude. This shit here.
Oh man, yeah.
The sound design, dude. If you're listening with us, be sure to crank this shit, man. Especially this Future War shit. Like, this is what Hollywood should sound like.
And I love the fact that's like. From the start, you're hearing her voice. So it's like, you got her being the narrator. Yeah, it's just, oh.
Well, no, I'm talking about the explosions. All these
I know, but
laser guns. And
that's how they bring you in, that she's involved, that she's here, and, like, it's going to be about her without even showing her.
Pew, 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 pew. Hell yeah, explosions. Oh, this is back when a movie, like, actually made you give a shit about explosions. Dude, look at this. Ready? Boom. And dual-wielding Terminator. Fuck yeah, that's cool. That is fucking cool. I don't care who you are. Like, look, I know that this war means nothing, and that it's just like a little glimpse, but holy fuck do they make it look cool. And hell, you remember like in the original where they made it look really vague, but they had to do so because of a limiting budget, even though they really went above and beyond with what they could do with that first one. Here, holy shit, they're just like, dude, can you imagine if that whole sequence with the Future Wars, can you imagine if that was what Terminator Salvation looked like?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that would have been amazing. Holy shit. But instead we got fucking Terminator motorcycles during the day and just this dumb thing with Sam Worthington's fuck that movie, man. I was so disappointed. And you know what's really sad? I saw the teaser for Terminator Salvation in opening night of The Dark Knight, and as soon as the dun 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 dun, I was pumped. I'm like, holy fuck, we're getting a new Terminator? Hell yeah! And it was so disappointing, but dude, this opening sequence, this opening theme,
yeah,
hell yeah,
dude. With that starts to hit the dun dun dun, you're just like,
yes, yes. Oh, and even better is even like something that no one else really talks about is the da 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 da.
And dude, I love the visual of the playground on fire.
Oh, dude, of all the things you could have like as a real visual weight to the Holocaust that was about to happen, is in a playground. Oh man, I know that had to been like, you know, totally 100% James Cameron, you know, his idea and whatnot, but dude, that is just brilliant. And the visuals that Stan Winston created with these, like, to get all these sets on fire and to photograph them the way he did. Dennis Muren, man, he's also one of the he got his start on Star Wars, man.
Yeah.
Stan Winston. I do not have enough respect for that man, for real.
Oh yeah.
It's so sad
mean,
that he died too early.
Yeah, so many wonderful artists do, unfortunately. But he has definitely left a lasting legacy, and you know.
Oh yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's such a cool image.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Where was this in the sequels? Like a Terminator skeleton coming out of the fire? Fuck yeah! Truck! Oh man, that is a memorable title sequence. That's how you do a fucking title sequence. And I also love how this shot, like that when it swings over with the headlight, that kind of reminds me of the first shot of a first Terminator movie. I'm pretty sure it was done on purpose. And of course, the entrance of Arnie, with product placement by this scene brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts.
It's worth the trip.
Oh yeah, sure. Because when you think of Terminators, you clearly think of donuts.
But that was also the big Dunkin' advertising campaign at the time.
Did they really have like a Dunkin' advertisement?
Not tied into Terminator, but like the commercials at the time were Dunkin' Donuts is worth the trip.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That was their tagline, because I was alive during this time.
It's worth the time trip, Sean. Oh, here we go, man. I have come for the skinny dipping.
So, something has to be talked about this bar, because apparently this bar was located across the street from where the Rodney King incident happened, and the Rodney King incident happened apparently while they were filming.
Yeah, I heard.
So they're filming this movie, and one night while they're filming these scenes, Rodney King's getting beaten across the street.
That's fucked up, man. Oh, dude, the way that these people react to him is amazing, because I love the little touches they have on each little extra.
When the movie was going over budget, an executive tried to pitch cutting this scene, and Arnold was just like, only an executive would be that dumb to think that's a scene you cut.
Oh, Austrian schlong. Like, just Seriously though, like I love the reaction. This is
So
one of those.
some random woman wandered in one night, like she wandered past all the crew and didn't realize like something was being filmed here, and saw Arnold in his boxers, and Arnold just responded like when she was shocked, she's just like, "What? It's male stripper night."
And that's so funny because we all know what happens in Terminator 3 where he walks.
Exactly.
That was such a dumb scene.
Oh, dude, this right here though. The first time I saw this, it was just like the reaction on his face is so well done. Like the fear.
Well,
like
no,
the guy's like, what? Like
that,
it's
that,
like, what do you mean it's not happening?
That's
like,
kind of my point of this scene is like, dude, this makes me realize when you have extras in your movie, have them be extra. Oh, dude, this. Ow,
right?
Ow, ow,
oh,
ow,
yeah.
ow, ow.
Oh.
Look, I know that's just steam being blown, but god damn do they sell it. Ah, God. Shit.
Oh.
Seriously though, the extras in this scene are just exactly they're being extra with their performances. Like I love that they give like little bits of extra character touches to really sell the moment. And it's not too generic at all. Okay.
And this song choice, the
Look,
needle drop.
This should not work. Okay, Sean? This song in this scene should not work. It really is stupid when you get down to it.
But it does.
Fuck, it works. It does work. Oh, dude, I just noticed. Did you see the guy who's still on the top of that car, rolling around in pain? Say what now? Seriously, Lo, it's so corny and dumb, but god damn if this song doesn't work. Thump. You know, to be honest though, if this
I did just catch him there. Yeah, you're right. That is very good continuity.
Oh shit. You know, if this was the first one, Arnold totally would have just like put that gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger.
Oh, dude, everyone would have been dead, which is your first clue that he is now good.
Yeah. You know, that's really sad though, because this movie literally ruins one of the best aspects of these movies, which is you don't know who's after the target and who's here to protect it. You know, because that was like one of the things that kept you in suspense throughout most of the first movie. Like Kyle Reese could be looking for the same person, and
but
you're not sure until the moment comes that you realize who's here to kill and who here's to protect.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think that scene for sure is a deal breaker in that regard.
Oh, it's definitely not. It's just like, but I'm just saying that the trailers for this movie totally ruined that.
Oh, no. The original trailers kept it ambiguous. They only did trailers later for it after the movie was out and it was known.
Oh,
Before
really?
release, they kept it ambiguous, so you didn't know if he was good or bad.
Oh, because I remember the teaser trailer didn't say anything.
Once it was released and started to be and like became big, then they had different trailers.
Oh,
but the original trailers literally kept it ambiguous.
Okay. Oh shit, we got Robert Pattinson, or not Robert Pattinson. Actually, not gonna lie, if they bring back if Robert Pattinson as a T-1000, that would be really fucking cool. But Robert Patrick,
he could do it, yeah.
You know, it's actually crazy. Robert Patrick actually went to a screening where we both went to college at Bowling Green State University. That's his alma mater.
Ah.
Yeah, he actually he was in acting school at BGSU. And he actually went to a screening of this movie for an anniversary at the Clazel.
Oh,
back
fun.
back when it was still a theater. And apparently, from what I've been told, he was stupid drunk. So, but it's BG, so that kind of makes sense.
Well, yeah, it's like shit happens when you come back and see all your old people.
Yeah, especially in a college town. Holy fuck. But apparently he was just, like, hammered. At least that was
And
anyway.
and here we go. One of the biggest bands in the world at the time, biggest band in LA for sure, and you have them doing a song just for the movie.
Guns N' Roses. And later on in the movie, we have Guns N' Roses.
Exactly.
Which is such a... Look, that is such a stupid on-the-nose thing, but fuck if it ain't cool and it works. What? Oh my god. Jesus. Like, his foster dad is such... He's like... Have you ever been, like, seen friends who have been in bad relationships and the guy just, like, does nothing?
Yes.
Fuck if this isn't this guy.
I love the Public Enemy shirt.
Todd! Fuck you, Todd! Like, he doesn't give a shit. He's like, I'm too fucking...
I cannot even explain to you how Southern California those two are. Like, I grew up in San Diego. Like, that is not uncommon.
Yeah, I believe it. Holy fuck, man.
Yeah, so
Connor
would love to
ripped.
point out that, like, her workout regimen for this was so successful that when Arnold first, like, spoke to her on set, he complimented her for how ripped she was.
A compliment from Mr. Universe, man. That's fucking intense. And of course,
you know you did well.
And Earl Bowen is Dr. Silberman. Dude, I actually love the fact that he's, like, one of the more consistent things in here. I even kind of liked his cameo in Terminator 3. That was, like, one of the few moments in Terminator 3 that I liked.
So, something I like is that when it comes to combat training, both Linda Hamilton and oh gosh, what's his face? Patterson.
Robert Patrick.
Sorry, Patrick. Yeah, you got me doing it now. Robert Patrick. They had the same Israeli combat trainer, and both of them were so proficient with firearms that it impressed the heck out of James Cameron, and he literally just like would let them keep their scenes in. They didn't have to be done up in post because that's how good they got from their trainers.
That's some intense shit. I also really like that where he's like, "Hi, Dr. Silberman, how's the knee?" Like, boy, you can just imagine the kind of shit that she's been through in the last couple of years. Also really found this shot really annoying where they all just kind of literally nose into...
Right.
Like,
So, this is something fun. Some locals, when they had the sign redone to say, you know, to make the place an asylum, and some locals came out to protest because they didn't want an asylum in their backyard, and they had to explain to them that's like, no, it's for a movie. Like, they caught on pretty quick, but there was a protest against there being an asylum.
Wow. That's some convincing set dressing.
Right?
What's he done now? I love that they imply the history of these characters just through a little bit of lines of dialogue, you know?
Right.
Ooh, man. He's actually kind of, when you, like, knowing what he is now, it's actually kind of, like, really chilling to watch him be super kind.
Yeah. So his performance in Die Hard 2 actually is what brought him to Cameron's attention to cast him for this.
I totally believe that. Oh yeah, hacking in. Don't you just love that even this little scene here gets a payoff? With
yeah.
The easy money.
Dude, that mullet is legendary.
Oh my god, oh no, right? That is super fucking 90s. Look, dude, he's even wearing a Guns N' Roses shirt, man.
Well, yeah.
They're really deep into this this kind of promo. If only it were that simple nowadays.
Most of Edward Furlong's dialogue had to be redone in post because this movie took so long to film. He was going through puberty and his voice changed.
Yep. Also, first movie.
Yeah.
The fucking picture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really wonder what happened to this kid. Not John. I want to know what this kid's character, what happened to him after
Oh, yeah.
Terminator, after this movie. Because I imagine it's kind of in the same realm of where Kitster was in Star Wars. Where he's like, I'm best friends with Anakin Skywalker. He leaves to go to the Jedi Order, never hear from him again. And you're just like, what happened to his character? And, well, you know, it's actually really funny because, what's his, Trevor Moore, one of the dudes from Whitest Kids You Know, he has a comedy music album, and one of the songs is called Kitster's Song, where he's working at the Mos Eisley bar, just thinking,
oh my
why don't you call me Anakin? Maybe Trevor Moore should do a sequel to that, only it's with this kid from Terminator 2.
So, the only real continuity issue for me in the movie is obviously there has to have been some kind of substantial time cut.
Mm-hmm. I think this movie's supposed to like actually take place in like 95 or 96.
Right, but
or whatever.
no. But what I mean is, it has to be a substantial time cut between him giving that tour and her being belligerent, and her being like, "I've been on good behavior."
Yeah. Although this sequence, dude, Linda Hamilton acts her ass off, man.
Oh yeah, I mean,
this is probably one of her finer performances, not just as this character, but just this scene, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that Cameron pushed for her to get an Oscar nomination, which unfortunately she didn't get. But I mean, she does deliver a hell of a performance in this movie.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I know he did kind of the same thing with Ellen Ripley in Aliens, and she actually got nominated. Didn't win, but hey, dude, so I would have loved to see at least her get nominated here. Because
what should be noted, though, this is the only sequel in the 20th century where the original got nominated for no Oscars and the sequel got nominated and won Oscars. Only sequel in the 20th century to do that.
Fascinating.
I know weird stuff.
You also gotta love. I really love how they keep the tone of this whole scene here. Like after they shut off the TV, it's very.
But like you have the mirror in the background, you can see her angry face.
Mm-hmm. But it's very, very calm, very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to keep it professional, trying to keep it calm, and then it gets your ears pulled back when she finally snaps. Man, dude, so even like in the back of her, you can see behind her eyes the desperation that she wants to get the fuck out of here. So I know that there was a show called the Sarah Connor Chronicles and whatnot. Was that before or after this movie, or in continuity wise?
Oh, after, or at least the little bit of it I saw, because they were talking about 9/11, so it was clearly post that. Because like I only saw like one episode and I really wasn't impressed, but they were referencing post 9/11 stuff, so it was like okay.
See, to me now that's just like a really wasted opportunity, because I kind of want to know what happened to her. Exactly, like I want to see her weird misadventures from 1984 to here, and how she got into the mental hospital. Like that would have been a really interesting journey to watch and see, and to kind of just feel the heartbreak of like, you know, her and John's relationship deteriorating.
Yeah, but from when they decided to do that, it would have been really hard to do that kind of de-aging at that point.
Probably. Miles Dyson.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Joe Morton, man, he is the bridge between this episode and the last.
Yep.
Oh, and this it came from. Don't ask. Because they don't know either. Oh, man, dude, it just dawned on me that this whole introduction shot to Miles Dyson and the Cyberdyne, this is all one take.
Uh-huh.
I just realized
I love
that.
it.
Holy
Yeah,
shit! Like
and that's one of the things I love about this movie is like there really aren't wasted shots.
no, there isn't. Oh, dude, right here. Okay.
I mean, and the fact that this movie had, I think it was something like 1 million feet of film.
Oh
was
yeah,
made
I believe it.
for this.
I believe
but like,
it.
when it's edited and put together, it flows perfectly and like nothing is wasted.
The
Uh-huh.
Dude, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, just because finances have been ridiculous in the last year and a half, I've been wanting a replica of the arm
Oh, that'd be
in
cool.
my collection and on display on my desk. Like that, dude, that shit is bitchin'. If anything, I would love to learn how to 3D print that thing in pieces, put it together, and paint it chrome. Oh, that'd be fucking cool. Get a glass case over it. Maybe get a replica of the chip too, and be like, I work for Cyberdyne. Oh boy. Yep. See, that's what I meant. Like this, they
I love it.
The skill of keeping the quick conversation very light and very calm, and then to pull it back with the contrast. That's classic staging. That's what you know what they're doing. And I also love this. I don't know why this works, but this line. I don't know why that works, but it just does.
But all of those little things work. It's great. The LA River.
Going through LA traffic. Easier said than done. Target acquired.
Easier done on a motorcycle, though.
Oh, I know, right? This Terminator really knows how to ride. I didn't realize well, I mean, I guess that they would, considering, Terminator Salvation put in that whole stupid thing that there are Terminator motorcycles, which is fucking dumb. Oh, shit. There's another thing. Those two little girls, it's kind of a fan theory that they were... one of them was supposed to be Catherine Brewster, John Connor's wife, in the future. That was supposed to be one of them, which is kind of a cool little fan theory.
Something that's not in the extended cut, but that was filmed, was they actually end up laughing at the cop for not knowing what the Galleria is.
Oh, yeah,
and he's
that's
like,
funny.
I'm new.
You know what I wish that they had filmed? Where I want to see where where Arnold bought those roses.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine how awkward that must have been?
I love the fact that they have John playing mission control, which is shooting down nukes in a movie about the world getting nuked. Did
you ever play that back in the day?
I
bet this.
Dude, arcades were a thing when I was still young, man.
Yeah, man, that shit was the scene to be at, man. Oh, fuck. That's a friend right there, you guys.
Yep.
That is a friend. Cop scoping out for you. You get him the fuck out of there. Oh, shit. Also, fuck that kid. Seriously, right? Oh, fuck. And that's the last we see of that kid.
Yep.
I hope he went on to... I wonder if he thinks about... He's like, holy shit, John was all over the news the next day. You're not either, dude. You want to get the fuck out of there. Oh, this shit. This is so fucking cool. Yeah! Guns N' Roses. Oh, man. It's so cheeky and on the nose, but fuck if it looks cool. So by the way, you were talking about in Speed, last episode, There needed to be more collateral damage and whatnot.
Right.
Well, is this collateral damage enough for you? This one innocent bystander here?
Dude, there's a lot of collateral damage in this movie.
Oh fuck, dude, I love the
Mainly because the T1000 just does not give a shit.
Dude, these gun sound effects are fucking awesome. This is how you do it in an action movie.
Dude, I love the sound effects for all the T1000 stuff. And I mean, you can look at the details of how they did that. So many interesting little ways. Which that's how you always do sound. You find weird little ways to make it cool.
You know, it's amazing how well that CG is aged. Like, the fact that this was 30 years ago. 30 years ago in the infancy of the art. And it looks this good still. Holy shit. Oh, no, this is cool. Just wham! Foreshadowing!
He looks at the mannequin. I love it. I love it.
Oh, no, this little bit. I didn't know this until, like, very recently, but the guy taking photos there, that's totally the same officer that Arnold knocked out in the first one.
Ah.
Like when he's like slams his head against the cop car and then takes off with it. Yeah, that's totally the same guy. And even James Cameron's like, yeah, that's totally the same character. Hence the reason why he's like, holy shit, he's back. He came back. I'll be back. Oh, this fucking shit, dude. Dude, Robert Pattinson, the way he runs is so fucking crazy and intense.
He trained with a running trainer specifically to learn how to run and breathe only through his nose.
Damn.
And he was actually so fast, he could catch up to the dirt bike. He had to slow down. He had to slow down for these things because he was fast enough to catch up. To run down that bike.
Robert Patrick was too good at his job, man.
Yup.
He fucking would have caught him, man. Damn, dude, these stunts, for real, like, it's not trivial to jump out of a moving semi-truck. And then to not just have that, but all these car wrecks? Like, god damn. These action sequences are nuts. And the fact that this is, this is almost 100% in camera.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the spillway. Have you ever, like, actually biked around the spillways in LA? Because I know San Diego's not that far.
No.
Okay. Oh, fuck. This shit. Holy crap! Oh, dude, the telephoto shot with that dude. God damn these stunts. You don't, why, man, I understand why we don't get action movies like this now anymore, but fuck, they don't make them like they used to.
Right?
And now we have Arnold joining the chase. Shotgun twirling. I love it. Wait for it.
Dude, he messed up his hands so bad doing that.
Dude, I messed up my hand doing that. Because look, were you among them, like, all the many youths that tried to mimic that shotgun twirl? Because I tried it and I could never get it to work.
No, because I didn't have a shotgun.
I had like a BB gun that had a similar crank. So I attempted it, and I never got it to work.
Yeah,
boom.
It took so, like, to perfect that, to get him to perfect that, took a long time.
Oh, all of this took forever, man.
Yeah, and
pow.
Also, sometimes when he would,
there it is.
When John's on the bike and he's doing the twirl, there were times where one time he accidentally hit him so hard with the gun he almost knocked him out.
Yeah, dude, they're using real guns there. That ain't a
I
rubber
used to
prop.
say when Edward Furlong's on the bike, but John Connor, whatever.
Yeah. Woo! Low bridge.
Yep, they didn't originally intend to do that until they realized the bridge was too low, and then they just said, well, we're gonna have to scrape the roof off.
And it looks fucking intense. Like
Yep.
the way he comes back up and in there and just knocks the windshield all the way, so cool. So
and
cool!
This
Yo! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
Some cables were used to reduce the impact, but that jump actually did happen, even though some cables were used.
Who cares, man? I don't care how they did it. It looks fucking cool. That's the thing about this sequence. I don't even care how they did it anymore. I'm just so wrapped up in the effects and the sequence. I mean, literally each shot is done differently to get this sequence to work, and holy shit does it work when it's all cut together. Woo-hoo!
Ooh.
And then it's not enough to just crash the thing. Blow it up!
It's an action movie. More explosions.
In your face, Michael Bay. That shit looks way better than anything you ever did. Oh, hey, check it out. It's the movie Rubber. Come back. And again, I love how the Terminator has that signature bike slide to move.
Yep.
Oh, this shot here, man. You get that's what those other movies were missing. A Terminator emerging from the flames. Man, that CG is just too fucking good.
Yep.
For 1991, it looks good by today's standards. You remember that Mortal Kombat movie that came out less than 5 years after this?
Yeah.
The CGI, oh my god, it looks terrible.
I think it was exactly 5 years after this, but I could be mistaken.
I think it was 95 or whatever, so...
Oh, okay. So
it doesn't
4
matter.
years.
It doesn't matter. The fact is, it's movies 5 years after this looked way shittier. Oh, I love this, where he has to check out the bullet holes. Dude, they ruined so many of these jackets. Dude, can you imagine? That's where the budget really went. Is not just the effects, but also all the different stages of the costuming and makeup.
Yeah, or the fact that they had to pay Arnold $15 million.
Oh my god, dude! Right?
And gave him an airplane.
Well, no wonder this guy just loves this movie, because he was set up for basically life. Yep. I guess I would promote this movie 30 years after the fact if I got that much money in a plane. Oh, dude, that should be the tagline of this movie. Holy shit, this is intense. I think even Honest Trailer is one of the... again, I love these guys. They always manage to hit exactly the right beats of what these movies are. But it's from the story of E.T., the Iron Giant, Mac and Me, a kid befriends a strange, out-of-place science fiction MacGuffin. Only this time, it's fucking intense. Way more advanced. Nope. You gotta love how he gives all this exposition and we just eat that shit up despite the really thick accent. Something, I guess, that they decided to keep in the later movies. I think I didn't actually see it, but apparently 90% of the exposition from Terminator Genesis is from Arnold himself. What? He gives 90% of the exposition, and it's weird because you'd think, why would we give that to the guy with the really thick accent? But
dude, I love this scene.
Oh,
the first time I saw it, I was like, what?
Yeah. Once again, keeping that little motif of dogs being untrustful to Terminators, which I really dig. And then you don't see anything. You don't know what the hell happened there. You're just like... Wait for it. Oh, shit. Nope. Nope. And now this shot here, man. Holy fuck, that's intense.
Right?
Dude, it always just blows my mind thinking about the mechanics to get shots like that. And then, of course, there are shots like this that still blow my mind, is having a character morph from one actor to another in the same shot. That's... In 1991, I guarantee you every VFX artist would have said, fuck you, Cameron. Fuck you. There's no way you can do that.
That's why 3.5 minutes cost $5.5 million.
Mm-hmm. And you know what also really... what makes me appreciate this movie even more and makes me pissed off more about like these later movies? In Terminator 3, there's this shot of where Catherine Brewster's then fiance or whatever, like the Terminator, kills him and assumes his identity. First off, they ruin that reveal, which is really fucking dumb to take away the shock value. But there's a shot where because I remember watching the making of where they're like watching him go from one actor to another, and how they had to do all this sophisticated motion tracking and things like that, and how they wanted it to have it in one shot. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And then I want to watch the movie. They cut from that shot from where she's from one actor to another, and they insert it with a reaction shot, making all that R&D worthless. So it's things like that where I'm like, it's where you really have to know you have to really understand what you're going for and have a strong vision to carry over while you're shooting it.
I love this right here, though. It's like she's playing it off, but like she's actually very aware, grabs the paperclip, like...
Yeah, she can't let them know anything. Yeah, it's sequences like this. Like, how amazing would this be as like a series? As it starts with the birth of John Connor in like 1985, and it's a like a 2 or 3 season show where it's Sarah Connor raising John, and it basically ends with the start of Terminator 2.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of a cool little thing. Like it'd be a little bit of what Clone Wars was with episode 2 and 3.
I can see it.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see that kind of a show. Hey, James Cameron, when you're done with Avatar, in the next 50 years or whatever, produce that shit. Because I feel like doing any more movies for the Terminator right now, it's just... The timeline's so fucked up. It's just like, just do like a prequel or something. Don't you just love how this kid like legitimately swears and acts like a little punk?
Yep.
This really was kind of like one of the better child performances of the 90s, wasn't it?
I mean, great.
Wait.
Great first performance.
Because you told me to. Oh shit, I have my own Terminator? Now pick your nose. Now pick your nose. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Ow, 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 ow. Ho! Wait, don't you love how the kid has to be the adult in this situation?
Right.
I love that response. That's it's so good.
It's like, I'm programmed to protect, but I'm still programmed to kill.
I'm still a Terminator. It's in the name. I terminate. Why? Why? Why?
Right. I don't know, it's
Why?
like it's like he doesn't know, so he's literally acting like a kid, and the kid's the one who's trying to explain to him why not.
This is not a good idea. It really isn't a good idea, though. Although I really love how he finds this loophole with this guy later.
Oh
He's
yeah,
like,
it's great.
Just shoots him in the kneecaps, and he's like, he'll live. Oh shit, dude. Is this the ultimate all cops are bad movie? Is this like the epitome of that? I feel like that's how it is.
I mean, it's hard to straight go with that just because of, in some cases they're just trying to do their job, but how can you actually know the situation? There's like science fiction-y weirdness, timey-wimey stuff going on.
Still, there is no... Look, you can defend or disdain or whatever, but there is no defense against this.
Oh, no.
What is this? What is this?
Yeah.
What is this scene? This is the one scene that I'm like, what the hell is going on? There's a...
This is showing the realities of what it's like to be institutionalized, unfortunately. Welcome to America!
Oh, fucking Christ.
I would like to point out that Linda Hamilton actually learned how to pick a lock for this scene. Like, she took lock-picking lessons for this upcoming scene here.
Dude, Linda Hamilton, it really pisses me off that she got to come back for Terminator Dark Fate. And while she was legitimately one of the best things of it, man, her skills as an actress was just so wasted on that movie. Because it was... Did you see Dark Fate?
I did.
It's... like, I wanted that one to... Because I heard, like, oh, wait, this one's actually kind of good. It wasn't. It really wasn't.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that it goes, like, full Aliens 3, where they just, like, nothing in that last movie meant anything. The sacrifice, the struggle, all of it meant for shit, because John Connor, spoilers, gets blown away in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I will admit, it's a strong opening, but it was not justified, at least not to me. Oh shit. So we mentioned that Robert Pattinson would have been a really interesting choice as a T-1000, which I'd like to see actually. But that right there, that was Robert Pattinson doing his Batman. Oh, this scene here, dude.
So yeah, this actor is actually one of him and his brother are identical twins.
Yeah, and that's
And
how they were able to do that.
Yeah, and they were used somewhat liberally during this time in Hollywood when you needed to have these kind of dual shots.
Well, yeah, because a lot of them you're like, oh, that had to just be like a split shot and it's composited together. But no, they actually went the further distance. But dude, this shot here, wait for it.
Oh yeah.
Where he, holy dude, these effects.
Yup.
Fuck, dude, look, that should not look good 30 years later.
But it does.
Holy shit! And what you know? What's even more clever about this particular scene right here? The sound design.
Mm-hmm.
The pouring of the coffee weirdly fits in with the metallic sounds that they create for the Terminator here, which I'm like, that's fucking brilliant. That's going above and beyond the creativity. And I also even like this little shot here where he peels off the floor. That's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is so cool. And then the scariest... Ah!
Oh.
Ah! That just always unnerves me. And I know that's a prosthetic head, but...
Yep.
So unsettling. And dude, Stan Winston just cannot give enough praise for the technical stuff that he was creating for this movie. Come on, you can do it. I imagine for shots like this, Robert Patrick gave him some acting coaching about how to walk and get that that crazy stare for target and search and destroy. All right, so we mentioned how awful asylums and institutions are in here, but dude, if you're seeing a broken broom handle like that, that should be like grounds for an alarm right there. Ow!
Hey,
ow!
Guess what?
Ow! Ow!
She actually hit him.
Yeah.
That is real film.
Ow! That's probably why that scene always really... Because there's not a whole lot of times in movies where I'll see someone, hit someone with like a baseball bat or a blunt object or whatever. There are times where I see those and I don't really feel the force. I feel the force every time I see that shot.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
God damn. And also, dude, I love the way that she's moving now.
Mm-hmm.
You notice how light on her feet she is? Like, she is moving like she's almost moving like a boxer. Oh, shit. Stealth mode. Oh, this, and right here, look, this is the one of the few times where they kind of cheese out a little bit.
Yeah.
Which,
well,
I
come
don't
on.
care. I don't care. Like, that's fine. If you want to cheat that a little bit, fine. I don't care. You've already got my money. You had my money with the Future Wars sequence.
Right.
And that was the first 2 minutes of the damn movie. Ow, 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 ow. Also, ow.
This line coming up, though, so good.
Oh, that's... Yeah, this shit.
I love the implied threat. Like, that's one. And that shot, and like the terror in his eyes while she's filling the syringe.
That's some great direction there.
Oh.
Did you actually see Terminator 3?
Oh, yeah, I've seen them all.
Okay, so you saw his little cameo in Terminator 3 is like one of my favorite bits where he's like, when you get into these hostage situations, you see things, imagine things, crazy things, insane things. They take years to get over. Oh, I missed it. Pow. Well, yeah. Just put pressure on it. You'll be fine.
Took the gun, took the magazines.
You'll live. And now we come into hostage crisis. Oh shit! God damn, Linda Hamilton. You know, I'm really kind of pissed off that she didn't at least get the nomination for Best Actress.
I think they won for Best Supporting.
Oh, did they?
I'm not sure, but regardless, I mean, it's a great performance.
I think weirdly she does have the best performance of the movie. Maybe a close second is Edward Furlong.
Yeah, I mean, for this being Edward Furlong's first movie, what a strong performance out the gate.
No kidding. Just wish that. Oh man, I just wish he could have continued and didn't fall into the horrible tendencies that child actors get in Hollywood, man. Because
it is a tough environment to traverse.
It really is, especially
even for adults, and I mean for a child.
If you don't have someone who is really guiding you through it, yeah, it gets really rough. Oh God. And break it off.
Oh, brilliant.
That'll buy her some time.
And the way they film this and show her speed, it's just like,
man.
Oh.
I really want to know if the camera operators are having a hard time keeping up with Hamilton, because the way she's jacked, god damn, she's probably got some speed on her. And then, of course...
And right here, oh.
Dude, this reveal... Dude, just can you imagine the shit going through her mind?
She goes from fully confident to oh shit in a split second.
And I'm gonna be honest with you right here, that was probably the best looking Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator shot that we've ever seen when he comes out of the elevator. Don't worry, he's reprogrammed. Ow!
Ooh.
Ow! Don't you remember the days when you actually threw human bodies through fake glass all the time? I miss that. I miss that a lot.
More sugar glass.
I miss those days when they had the breakaway glass. You don't see that anymore. And if you do, it's always like this hyper, overly produced CGI stuff. You know? Yeah! Oh. Yeah!
So good.
And also, don't you just love how Dr. Silberman is just standing there in the background? And then this shit... This shit. Dude. These effects! What? Holy shit!
And
Dude.
the syringe cap falling out of his mouth.
I love that they keep that little touch that the gun didn't quite go through and he had to just adjust it.
Uh-huh.
That little touch is what makes that. And of course, it's not enough to just do stuff like that. They have this shit here.
Yup.
Holy and now, bam! That's not CG, kids. That is a practical effect. That is a puppet. That's CG, though, but it still looks pretty fucking good. Holy shit. Holy shit, though. That's because that's the genius of Cameron, man. Is every other shot it's a different effect, and when you cut it together faster than the eye can read, your eye just kind of gives up and just accepts what is happening is happening. You know? Get down lower. Seriously, she should be shooting from the floor.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what happens.
But like the sound effect of that cutting is just like, oh.
Yeah, man. The sound design is so superb in this movie. I think that's one. Wasn't that one of those were a couple of the Academy Awards that it won.
Yeah. Well, I
Damn.
mean, you can't. I mean, no surprise that this movie won.
For
technical
Oscars.
Oscar. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
Knocked out, dude. Okay, can we talk about how they get the reflections even correct?
Yeah.
And how, okay, there's this little thing called bump the lamp in the late 80s. They literally bump the lamp on that, where they go above and beyond to get all the weird, crazy lighting. Look at this. Look at the light. How it whip pans, dude. Also, you gotta really love how I just love the score for this the Terminator. This is a video game sequence right here, and I'm kind of here for it. Oh shit. Oh man, dude, she is just killing it.
Well, she spent a lot. Well, one, the actress did a lot of gun training, and then the character spent years training to be, a martial badass with everything.
Point is, that shit pays off on camera, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this shit here.
Oh man,
this is some of the most terrifying stuff, because this thing will not. Look, in the first one, you really did get that sense that the first Terminator would not stop. Here, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I think it's even up to not just the ante isn't just upped by the technical sequences and whatnot, but also the fact that he's trying to murder a child.
Right.
For some reason, that just really amps it up. And look, I know that those are rubber, but the sound design just sells that shit. I believe that's metal.
Yep.
And this is the one sequence where I thought I kind of wish there was a little bit more payoff, because he touched he touched the metal, which means once it's reassimilated into him, which is a cool shot, really. Like that's but I figured because he touched him, he could now turn into John Connor if need be.
Except they talk about of a similar size. Probably too much of a size differential with how small he is.
I guess you're right. Infrared. Yeah. Oh, so cool. Really? Not happy to see me? You're just checking my Jesus.
Though, I mean, you get there after a traumatic experience. I mean, when I crashed my car into trees at 70 miles an hour, when my car came to a rest, my first thing was just like...
Oh, okay.
It's like, I'm patted all over like, am I alright? Am I alive?
Did you ever see True Lies, the movie made after
Oh,
this?
yeah.
You remember that part where Tom Arnold gets shot at by the terrorist? And he hides behind the pole?
Exactly.
And he has to check himself, and then he immediately grabs his crotch, and he's like, oh, thank God. Thank God.
Yep.
So... Doesn't the Terminator supposed to be programmed with basic psychology to understand humans?
Yeah, but he still doesn't have emotions.
I guess that's fair. Let me tell you. I love that. That's a
It's
good
the
eye shit.
story.
That smolder. That, you know what? I bet that look right there is what The Rock based his entire career on. Just that smolder. And there's the basis of pretty much all the other Terminators in the future.
Yep.
Hey, I like this thing that you've got. I'm gonna kill you and use it. So is this place abandoned or?
I'm gonna go with no because the lights on out right above them there, but it's overnight. No one's there.
I guess so. Oh man, dude, the makeup.
Keep
on
in
that
mind,
shit.
electronic alarms were not like uncommon, but not super common at this time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's such a cool. The way the light has raised through
Yup.
that's just awesome. That's how you do some photography right there. You know, there is one sequence from the special edition that I kind of wish was in the original cut. Was when they pull out the chip out of his head. Because first off, I mean, you guys can check out that version of the movie as well. But one thing because that scene actually has some of the better practical effects in there.
I mean,
when they open his head up, oh, it's cool.
While I enjoy that scene, it sets up this whole kind of subplot of like her super not trusting him and wanting to destroy him, and it's not bad, but like I understand why time-wise it just was not going to work.
Hey, but at least they still hint at it in this shot here, where she's just kind of watching him, and I also love how he literally does not move. That's awesome. Punch the glass. Man, seriously, like in the late 80s and early 90s, it was just like a parade of... Oh, I love this. Yes. Well, he does later, and there is a cool payoff, so yeah. But, man, don't you... Like, in the late 80s and early 90s, there was just this, like, barrage of fake glass stunts in action movies. Like,
dude,
I miss
sugar
that.
glass we need more of. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, dude, I missed that. Fucking RoboCop had a shitload of that. We need to do RoboCop one of these days because that is a badass movie.
Another movie that had a great teaser was for, I think it was RoboCop 2. The teaser for it was amazing. Or it might have been 3, regardless, yeah.
And it didn't turn out very well.
Well, no, but it didn't end up being in the movie, but like he shoots all around a guy's head. The guy, his cigarette falls out and he's like, "Thank you for not smoking."
There's the line.
Yep.
He said the thing.
Teaching him how to talk. It's great.
I kind of wanted I know it's supposed to be just between him and Arnold, but I kind of wish it was like the three of them in the same frame, where Linda Hamilton's character is just rolling her fucking eyes. Almost.
I just love how she's just like, she's in her own head. Like,
yeah, she's so detached from everything. And okay, so it's really, I find this movie really fucking bold that in the slow scenes they'll show the scenes like this about, kids playing with toy guns.
Uh-huh.
And how it's like, yeah, we're not going to make it, and how or he says this really poignant line. Like, that shit is super poignant and poetic, and I really appreciate that. But don't you just love how they drop that shit, like, less than an hour later and make guns look like the coolest fucking thing ever?
It's an action movie. Of course it's going to make guns look like the
course.
coolest thing ever.
Yeah, for real. Like, it's still like, look, I appreciate that it takes the time to give the weight and gravitas to it, because, you know, the character moments land with that much more poignancy, but holy shit. Like, just, oh yeah, something about guns being bad. Guns!
So, for most of this scene, he's actually reading it off of cue cards that are in the visor of the car.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's all exposition and it's all techno sci-fi babble. I'd probably I'd ask for a couple of cue cards too. You know, I really want, because did you see this in did you see this before '97, or did you see it after? Okay.
Oh, well before.
So did you and your friends often, like, you know, be like, oh shit, August 29, 1997 is coming around, fuck! Did you guys have those, like, moments to yourself in like, conversation and shit?
Not really.
Okay, because, you know, I like to joke, like, oh, you know, it's kind of like the whole Back to the Future thing, where, you know, October 2015 comes around.
But
it's
see,
the
this
future.
stuff that stuff's a lot easier to do when you're all online, because then one person reminds you, and then you can all go down the rabbit hole.
And then it turns into a giant trend, and you just hate everyone.
Right, but like, you have to have that one person who's so into it that they're remembering. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have that one friend, none of you remember. I love the snakeheads there. Such a cool.
I walk 47 miles of snake wire. Another George Thorogood. I'm surprised they didn't have that. You know what? Put that in a music video. Got a cobra snake for a necktie. Also, you know what's another? So we mentioned, like, how we had one scene that was really good we wish was in the theatrical cut. The scene that I'm really glad that they didn't have in the theatrical cut, but they did put back in the special edition, was that scene where he tries to teach Arnold to smile.
Oh.
Have you seen that scene?
Yes.
It's bad. I don't like it. I really don't. Oh, shit. I also love how you can tell that he's a friendly based on how she's got her finger out of the trigger.
Yep.
See, he'd be another really cool character to have in that, you know, non-existent prequel show.
Yeah.
Okay. I do not. But Sarah's like, oh, fuck yeah, I'll take some tequila. Oh, now this is
I love this.
I love this so much. He's like, you are tiny human. Fascinating.
And nobody says boo. Like,
no,
you just
no one
picked
says
up
anything.
this kid.
And I also
love
love how even the kid is just so super like, what the hell is going on?
Right?
Oh, this shit here, man. So as iconic as that shotgun is, we're about to get some much bigger guns. Oh my god. Also, man, this has got to be a horrible place to store your weapons. In a dusty cellar.
Yeah, the dust is the issue.
Woo! That is some major hardware.
Oh yeah.
And I also love how he scans it and pulls out the grenade launcher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 90% sure that's the exact same grenade launcher that they used in Predator.
Could be.
I imagine, because I know a lot of that shit gets refurbished. Like, did you know that the M16 that Arnold's wielding in Predator, that's the exact same one that they used in Scarface?
Nah,
it's totally the exact same weapon. And speaking of Predator weapons, they also brought in the Beast. I love this. Yeah. Oh, dude, seriously.
I like how they just went right past the fact that they had to have done a deep cleaning on every one of those weapons because of that dust.
Every one of them, man, because Jesus.
Well, except the AKs. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure they did, but you could literally just be like, whatever, it's
dude,
an AK, we're
the
good.
only way to make an AK not fire anymore is by running a tank over it.
Yeah, basically.
That's such a weird paradox, man, because that's, and speaking of other Terminator spin-offs, like, look, I think we can kind of say that the Terminator movies, the franchise movies, are kind of dead, but I can see this like getting a revival through television, not just with that in between Terminator 1 and 2, but also how cool would it be to see a straight up prequel to the first one?
I think so much of it's about having the right kind of story, and that's the difficulty.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's just I would really love to see, or at least like just erase Terminator Salvation and do that movie right, because the way that Kyle Reese describes the future, it sounds like a 24th century Holocaust. Of all these machines, rounding them up, labeling them with a barcode for extermination, putting camps all over the world.
Looking at that scene again just now, though, I mean, having a heartfelt moment under a truck, it's just like, what a weird kind of father-son thing, but a great way to pull that kind of dynamic.
Yeah, yeah. And you also really just got to love the chemistry between these two,
Oh!
That does not compute. Does not compute.
And right about here...
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little later. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember about when I came in when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, right on.
It's definitely coming up.
That also implies, I wonder all the kind of horrible relationships Sarah had after John was born.
Yeah. It had to be a bunch for her to, have this in her head. But yeah, I definitely saw this right here, so...
This must have been when you were walking in, seeing it for that first
just about
time.
sometime right about there.
No fate but what we make. Except for a shitload of money on the sequels. I still say, man, we should have like a prequel to the first movie where we get to see the 24th century Holocaust, and turned into a great escape kind of movie.
That's what so many people have always talked about wanting, and it just never gets delivered.
Well, yeah, because none of the executives really give a shit. Like they just want to see the numbers, man. Dude, yeah, I'm actually going to go outright and say it. Linda Hamilton is probably the best performance in this movie. She sells so much of the emotional weight that's needed.
Oh, yeah. Well, but I mean, to be fair, at the same time, Arnold's character is not supposed to have emotional weight.
No. Oh, shit, here we go.
And I like the fact that for these kind of like dual scenes, they have her sister playing... Yeah. Playing...
More twins.
The part of the
More
other
twins.
Sarah Connor.
But dude, this is. Normally in a movie I really hate it when it cuts to a dream sequence because it's such a cheap way to show abstractly what the character's thinking and whatnot.
Yeah.
But when it's done this well.
Well, and the
shit.
brilliance of this is the playground you see burning in the beginning.
And I also love how they gave her the same outfit that she had in the first movie.
Yeah, and also the fact that she's now jacked and her sister isn't, it makes it feel so much more back to the first movie.
Oh God. Jesus Christ. You could have cut there too and that would have been enough. But we have to see the horrible destruction of the build. Look at this. This is all models, man. And
I am watching this as a 10-year-old, losing my mind.
This actually probably is one of, oh my God, those shots where the people blow. Oh my God. And the skeleton?
Uh-huh.
God damn, that's how you do a dream sequence, you guys.
Yeah.
That is how you do a fucking dream sequence. Holy shit.
So again, like this right there, that is my introduction to Terminator 2.
Dude.
Is that sequence going through this now upcoming one.
Dude, that's dope. Although you know what's fucking crazy though? Is like Stan Winston, like I keep talking about him, but he's such a huge contribution. He designed and fabricated some of our greatest nightmares of these movies. He's the dude who designed the Terminator, the Alien Queen, the Predator, the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. He made all of these brilliant nightmare fuel imagery. And you know what's crazy? The one time he actually got a little choked up and a little afraid of the images that he made himself were the images of those people being blown away into ash.
Oof.
He actually became uncomfortable with the images that he was making. But he still went out to say, and he's like, even though I was extremely uncomfortable and emotionally devastated by putting those images onto film, I knew that it was necessary for the script that Jim wanted to tell. But it's crazy how the guy who made all of your great nightmares as a kid actually got choked up himself. I love that. Dyson. On the other cuts, have you noticed that they also give Miles Dyson a lot more screen time with like this weird subplot?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Like, and you know what? I'm actually kind of glad that they don't give him a whole lot.
Yeah, it really is not that needed.
It really isn't. I mean, it's fun added material for later, but honestly, it just, for me, it breaks the pace of this movie. Because when I show people Terminator 2 for the first time, which I've done a number of times, I always try to make sure that I show them the theatrical cut, because I've seen the others, and this one is probably the one that flows the absolute best.
So what I find interesting, so again, this whole scene, this whole sequence, all this stuff, so fun. I mean, I will never forget seeing this when I was a kid. However, upon reading about this movie, there were gorier versions and shots for the arm reveal that they chose not to put in. And I'm like, how do you do, like, this worked so well. Why did you need it? What was the gorier? How?
I don't know, man, but honestly, that arm effect is still probably the most convincing shot.
I'm wondering if it was just a lot more like squirting blood and stuff, but like it works so well here. Like,
oh yeah, dude, the fact that it's done in just one shot, and seriously, the arm, the fabrication of that arm, the way that it moves, I actually get, I tend to forget that that's fake. Oh, shit. Get out of there, kid. Normally a trained sniper would wait for him to make a move before he pulls a shot, like blows an entire magazine. But remember, Sarah Connor's kind of fucking crazy.
And well, she's emotional as all hell. Like,
Yeah.
she's terrified for her kid. And there's, the world on the line in her mind.
Yeah, which is why she is so erratic about this assassination.
And, dude, the way they filmed that was just slightly slowed down, and the blood spurt and the
blood.
roll.
Oh, so good. But you know what? That erraticism is what draws him in to make it a close and personal kill. And I love the motivation where she's like, you have to murder this man in front of his own family. Oh my God. The acting in this scene.
Yeah.
An action movie, like, in the 80s, you'd be like, action movies don't deserve this, almost don't deserve this high caliber acting,
Right.
Although nowadays we kind of fucking demand it. Sadly, it doesn't always get delivered. Usually the acting is there, but it's not there in the script. Here, it's in the script, it's in the performance, it's in the execution, the direction, everything, man.
And I love it. Like, you just see, like, she can't be a monster.
No.
Like, as much as she wants to prevent it, she just can't be, like, a cold-blooded killer like that.
Yeah, isn't that the irony of it, is that, a cold-blooded killer was sent back in time to kill her, and that has hence almost turned her into a cold-blooded killer herself. Have you sustained injuries? Yes, you have. And finally, these two get to have, like, a real emotional moment together. Because you notice she's been really, like, holding him at arm's length this entire movie, and now, finally, she can give in. And once again, weirdly, John is kind of being the parent here.
Yeah, and great little, I love the subtle music with this that just pairs really well.
Yeah, man. Oh, what a broken woman, but Jesus.
I mean, she's broken, but like it's because she cares and is just tries so hard, knowing this horrible information she knows.
You might want to pull that bullet out.
That would increase the bleeding at that point.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Probably lodged in there, providing blockage.
Yeah, and as I said, didn't shatter the bone. Right here.
Dude,
oh my gosh.
Dude. Seriously, I forget half the time. I had to, like, zoom in and, like, do exceptional, like, frame-by-frame scrutiny. I still can't tell what is the real arm and what is the fake arm. And look, I know he's got, like, a little blood pack here that's just spreading it like, the jelly that it is. I know how this is done. But it's holy fuck. Like, look at the texture of that. The movement. The puppetry.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
After watching this, how was I not going to be like, I need to see this movie?
Right? Dude, seriously, the puppet. And I love the look on his face where he's like, oh shit, it's the arm from work. Holy shit, it's the one. Now, Arnold, for the rest of the movie, is going to go full Luke Skywalker with a glove. Because, sadly, it'd be real. You know how it would be really cool if he just kept that robot arm out, but effects budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's a pretty good reaction for finding out that you're responsible for the downfall of the human race.
So I would like to point out that
Yes.
this movie is done to me at least, in somewhat the typical kind of like 3-act way. You have the introduction of everybody, and then the second act, which we're in right now, which is this is where you make all the emotional stuff matter. You bring everything together. You know, you've had the bonding with the Terminator. You have these moments here. You make it all matter. You make the audience care.
Yeah.
And then we head into the awesome,
Holy
crescendo that is
shit.
right. But so often I now see a lot of modern movies try and skip the second act. They try to go from act 1 with almost no act 2 into act 3, and that's why they fall flat. These slowdowns, these emotional connections are so important.
Yeah, yeah. It's why I have some serious issues with like movies like The Rise of Skywalker, where it's just like action, 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 action. Okay, maybe a scene of some two people talk. Oh wait, no, we got to get back to the action, action, action. Just like
Right. I mean,
nonstop.
it's completely the issue that happened with the Independence Day sequel.
Oh,
like they
God.
did not have an act 2, and so nobody cared about what happened in act 3.
Don't get me started on that fucking movie, man. That was
And
so
I mean,
disappointing.
and so again, what's so perfect here is like they have this 3-act model perfectly done,
Yep.
and
Duh.
a corporation being immoral? No.
No. And that also
Excuse me.
raises the question:
No
is
stuff.
like the fact that they sent a Terminator back in time. Did that like actually form the genesis of? So it's like the timey wimey stuff.
Yup.
This is why it's just like where you have to like just grab your head and be like, I hate time travel. Ow.
And I love these road shots. They're great.
Yeah, dude. This is basically the ending of the movie, and I love how they utilize that shot for the end.
Yeah, but like it's such a great,
It's a great visual for
it's a
for the
great visual
future.
for progression, for moving, and also just something to keep your eyes engaged while you're having her voiceover. It's really basic, but it works so well.
And I'm glad they don't over rely on it, because you should never just do something for hold your attention. like no, let's really drive it into the theme. Oh, this shit here. Don't you know? I also really love if you notice subtly, Miles Dyson, his hand is always in his pocket because he's using his pocket as a sling.
Mm.
Here's my authorization, bitch. Don't even. Thank you. That's so good. Oh, this movie's amazing. Yeah, that's literally the only reason why we had Miles earlier in the movie, so we could see that he has the first one.
Yeah.
We establish who he is, and we also do the death. I also like this. He's like, this guy's reaction. Oh shit! Oh, silent alarm! Uh-oh. Not good. And then, of course, we have our payoff. Literally
Yep.
a payoff. Easy money. We're going all the way, mate. For the future. The future! I will say this, though. Joe Morton here fares a lot better than he did in Speed than in this movie. I also love that one guy's reaction. He's like, we think it's the guy from the mall. It is the guy! Like the guy who got tied.
It's the guy!
It is him! Oh, that shit. Let me try mine.
And I love that. What a great, I mean, a bandolier. What a great bandolier.
Fuck yeah, man. Woo! Explosions! Yeah! Oh, fuck you, Michael Bay. You don't know how to make explosions look cool. No, you don't.
And Vader-rific breathing effects.
For real, the entire sound design of this entire movie is just amazing. I actually had this movie on my PSP when I was in like middle school, and I had this. This was one of the movies that I had on there, and I would watch it endlessly. And I always get wrapped up in the sound design.
The bizarre UMD format.
Oh, I know, it's so weird. But I used to watch that movie on that thing endlessly, and I would, and you know, having my earbuds in, I would always get wrapped up in how fucking cool the sound design was. Target acquired.
Right, I find it really strange though that like the name makes him freeze. You think he would have frozen the second he heard Cyberdyne Systems? Like you think that would have been the first clue?
Maybe it wasn't in his files.
He's from Cyberdyne.
Okay, I guess so. I guess it's more he's like less concerned about Cyberdyne and more concerned about his target.
Yeah, but it's just like you would think that would have been the first clue. Like you hear Cyberdyne, like who else would be going after Cyberdyne?
Mm-hmm. Whew, that is a force to be reckoned with. Dude, can you imagine being on set for scenes like this with all these police extras, a fucking couple of helicopters?
Well, so there's actually a really fun story about that.
Oh?
They had a crap ton of cameras filming the explosion here at the end of this scene. And so the crew did a special extra shot where it has them standing with the police extras watching the explosion and then all pretending like freaking out that they forgot to shoot it.
A little bit of that's early Tropic Thunder right there.
Yeah, but I love the fact that like that kind of stuff exists. It's just like those little bits of fun.
But hell, just even simple action shots of like Arnold blowing up a door. Just seriously, can you imagine just having that? I don't care who you are. I would have like a mini nerdgasm if I was like, okay, roll camera and action Arnold. Boom!
Dude, that line. How many? All of them, I think.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? But who wouldn't get like this shit. Fuck yeah.
You know what? I you have to give it up. Arnold does have a pretty legendary smirk.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Dun 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 dun. I don't care who you are. This scene,
oh yeah.
This is an action boner right here. Look at all those squibs, man. Dude, look at all the fucking squibs that they had going off for this shit.
Yup.
Holy shit. Dude, seriously, can you imagine being James Cameron with all these cameras rolling? It's like, okay, roll A camera, roll B camera, okay, roll all the cameras, and action Arnold, and then dude, that would be just such a rush. Holy shit, dude, look at all this. Dude, and listen to the sound, like you can hear like all these damn bullets. Fuck, I love this shit. And even here with the grass. Damn. And it's not enough. We're out of We're out. Beep. Oh, by the way, did you know what they named? I don't think they named it in the same as this movie, but do you know what they named the minigun in Predator?
No.
Old Painless. You also gotta love how the human casualties has like a decimal point in there.
Right?
Doesn't make sense, but it's cool. Oh, damn. Also, there's another thing that always kind of low-key bugged me. So Arnold gets shot a lot while he still has those bandolier of explosives on him. How come that none of those bullets set one of them off?
Because it always looked like the bandolier is in the front, and he mostly right there is getting shot in the back.
Oh, well, later on when he's walking toward the cops.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, shouldn't those shells be at least inert?
Well, I don't know how familiar you are with firearms. Unless you're hitting the primer, it's not going to ignite the gunpowder.
Well, yeah, but that should still make them unfireable if they get shot.
Yeah, I guess it would depend where they get shot.
Mm-hmm.
If it gets hit on the casing, probably. If it gets hit on if it ricochets off the tip, not so much.
Just the tip. SWAT team, bitches. Again, more broken glass. A lot of broken glass. I fucking love it. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Get down!
She knows instinctively. He's just like not used to this stuff, so.
However, someone did point this out. So you remember that sequence where Arnold starts walking towards the cops?
Yeah.
They actually tell him to get down on the floor and surrender and give him a chance. When they just open up and fire on Miles without any hesitation whatsoever. There's a kind of a bit of a difference between Arnold and Miles Dyson here, and it's uncomfortable commentary, isn't it?
Well, Rodney King did happen at the time of this movie.
Oh, boy.
Literally.
And hey, check it out. More broken glass. You ready? Oh, I love the sound of that shit. It sounds so fake in Hollywood, but I don't care. Like, it's the adrenaline, man. I'll make a door. Oh, that's so cool.
Yup.
Boom! Oh, man, dude, seriously. It just does not let up. I love it. It treats these, like, big action beats with such so casually and such in stride.
I love this so much that he's holding part of the model that they knocked up, like the larger model of the chip, in his hand over the detonator. That's awesome.
Also, everyone say hi to Hank from Breaking Bad. What's up? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, Dean Norris. If only you could... Well, he fares a lot better in this movie than he did in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I still gotta say, is it me or just, like, Miles Dyson's, like, heavy breathing super unsettling?
A little bit, but it's supposed to be.
Woo! Explosion!
I mean, when you're in extreme pain, you do tend to be hyperventilating like that.
Yeah. Explosion! Yeah! Dude, for real. Fucking awesome. Damn right we do! Fuck. And they actually blew up a building. I think,
Yes, and it was rebuilt and it's still in use.
unlike Christopher Nolan, who actually built like the Gotham Hospital from the ground up and then just blew it up.
Yeah, well.
Oh man, dude, no one blows up like a full building anymore. And I kind of understand why, but still. Yeah, dude, check it out right here. He walks right out of there. And granted, yeah, they hit him with the gas, but they still give him a chance to surrender. Oh, Yay! He said the thing! I'm not gonna lie, though. This is really cool, the way he does this.
Oh, look at that. He's put the bandolier kind of behind him, so they actually did plan for that.
Oh, okay. Right on. Oh, dude. The animatronic Arnold. The fact that they cut between him and the puppet. I mean, I can kind of see where, where they are, but still, it's so fucking cool. Look, just takes him out casually with a pistol. Ow.
And now Arnold has to start being in the makeup that took 5 hours to put on.
Oh, what a... Man, that's a trooper.
Oh, and his daughter cried the first time she saw him in that makeup.
Ow. Ow.
His daughter cried.
Well, I would too if I were that young. Like, god damn.
Yeah, getting full-on hit with a gas canister sucks. I have friends who know personally. Protests against police, so...
Oh. Still, you know what? Maybe we need a T800 on our side for this shit. Oh, that's a nice even spread there. That's right, scatter. Do you know what they used to call that? Those grenade launchers with the canisters of gas. They used to call that hippie control. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Dude, seriously, these fucking stunts. God damn. No one does this shit anymore.
Right? What'd you do today? I drove a truck into a building.
Hey, man.
Cool.
For Hollywood, that's just another day in the office. Awesome exit. But as Jim Carrey from Batman Forever said, your exit was good. This guy's is better. Because for real, like, these stunts should be like big moment, like, like where all the budget of the movie went. Here, you get like 3, 4 after another. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
That shit looks like it could be in like, one of those Hollywood stunt shows that they put on at like Universal or Disney World or wherever. Oh, dude. Fuck. They even get the reflection and everything. And you got it.
So that is the actual stunt pilot. Like, so that, and he's the guy who later is actually flying this when they're going through the tunnel and stuff.
Well, honestly, for the stunts that he pulls in front of this camera, I would yeah, dude, I'll give him that cameo. He's more than perfect.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this shit here. Okay, can we talk about how, you know what? I kind of wish MythBusters was still a thing, because I'd like to see if someone could survive being shot at by a submachine gun from a distance.
Yeah.
By just putting a whole bunch of bulletproof vests over you, because that's got to break a couple of bones or cause a concussion or something.
Yeah, it would depend where they hit, but I agree.
Dude, seriously, these stunts. This is done all in camera, guys. Like, no CGI here. Just a fucking helicopter, shooting a helicopter, chasing a car. Also, if you look real closely, I'm kind of wishing that they did this more in the film, but he forms like multiple arms to drive, shoot, and reload.
Yeah.
And you watch, you'll blink and you'll miss it. But holy shit, dude. That is so dangerous. How did they do that for real? There it is.
Yeah.
Fucking General Grievous right there. I kind of wish that they did that more, actually. Can you imagine? Just like this cop killer coming after you, and all of a sudden it forms extra limbs to try and strangle you. Oh, that would have been amazing. Why didn't they do that for the sequels? Oh, there's the liquid nitrogen truck. Oh, man! It goes under. It goes over. All this shit, man. Dude, seriously, the stunt work is... This is probably some of the best stunt work ever filmed. And it's not enough to just have the copter do all that. Let's have it crash into the thing, too. Like, goddamn. Goddamn, this movie's fucking awesome. This is how you do a fucking action movie. Oh, and let's have the truck flip. Fuck yeah. Damn. Damn. Look at all them bullet hits.
Yeah, and here comes one of the best deliveries in the whole movie.
Oh, this guy. Oh, the fucking gardening guy.
It works! It just works! He has that one line and it works so well!
Oh, dude, that's so cool. Look, I know how that works. I get that there's mechanisms that they use to hide. But it works so well.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I wish that they would do more practical effects like this, because there's a visceral reaction to this stuff.
Just that look.
I know, right? Oh, shit. Liquid nitrogen. I also love even this this truck here, not the semi, the one that they're getting into. Even that has a bit of a character to it.
Yeah.
First off, praise the Lord.
Uh-huh.
And the fact that it's super fucking slow, that just tells you everything.
Right,
you need to know about
it's got a little house type thing on the back.
That tells you everything you need to know about that extra.
Yep.
Seriously, no one, like, their extras in movies, they're always treated so generically and so boring. Like, you got a really good director knows how to make you get a quick read on exactly the type of person this extra is. Even though they only have like a few minutes of screen time or just a few seconds, you still know exactly everything you need to know. Little touches like that is what makes this great.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn! Oh, wow. You know, there are some shots where I feel like they had to do, like, some miniature work, just for, you know, safety and whatnot. But I know it's intercut with this real stuff, and I'm like, I can't tell. How?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so
I
cool.
love this.
This is so cool. Boom! Aim a little higher. Oh, it's so cool. And once again, the water barrels have been spilled on the freeway. That's when you know you have an action movie in this month. You blew off my aim! Oh no, that's the last one. Oh shit. Okay, this is just the coolest thing. I don't care how ridiculous it is. Holy fuck. This goes on up. Point blank range. Fuck yeah. Oh my god, that is so cool. Yeah. and just riding that damn thing like a surfboard. Oh my god. Woo! Oh shit! Out of the way! Out of the way! Out of the way! Can't break! Oh, he did. Damn! Liquid nitrogen and a steel mill? That's a bad combo.
So, some interesting facts.
Yeah.
The people who used to work at this steel mill, which had been shut down for about 10 years at the time, this looked so real. They seriously thought the mill was up and operational again.
Oh yeah, dude. I know for a fact that it was actually pretty cold for the actors because
That's the other fact.
They had to keep a certain temperature for the effect of it. But I don't care.
Yeah, the material they were using to look like liquid steel had to be kept kind of cool to keep it at the right texture and look.
Yeah,
so
but it always blows my mind that was the case because I always can feel the fucking heat of this environment.
Because the sweat effects they use are amazing. Where they're spraying them down with that sweat, and it looks real. And this
makeup, dude.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, this is amazing. The moment
using actual people who have prosthetics to intercut the shots.
Yeah. Unreal. And now the scene that needs no introduction that has spawned an annoying amount of parodies actually. The line. And you know what? It's still just as cool. Let's really be honest. Not gonna lie though, why didn't they just scoop up the pieces and just keep it on ice? I guess it's probably because Sarah Connor was bleeding.
It was also where would they? I mean, the ice. I mean the liquid nitrogen all spilled. Where are you going to get ice that cold?
Good point. And the steel is starting to spill over. Oh shit! I'm melting, but I want to melt. Call an ambulance! I'm melting, but not for you. But not for me. Liquid mercury kind of effects here. Oh, it's so cool. Dude, that is so sick.
Yeah.
Seriously, getting the reflections and everything, that is totally non-trivial. The last grenade launcher in the launcher. Oh shit. You know, it's probably another really big advantage that it was kind of a colder set, because that way Robert Pattinson would not appear to sweat at all. Because, let's be honest, the T-1000, it doesn't sweat.
Do you mean Robert Patrick? You're still making that mistake.
Fucking hell, whatever. Robert Patrick. But the fact that he doesn't sweat is what makes it, because T-1000, he doesn't sweat. He makes you sweat. No, it's too hot. Yeah, for real, dude. It's shots like that where I can feel the heat. And it's also in the sound design, too, I think. You know, where you can actually have the rumble of the heat. Go! Get to the chopper! Almost wish that there was a chopper for them to get to. Almost. Oh, this is so cool. dude, that makeup. Fuck yeah. Come out and play. No guns. Damn. You know, you know, do you remember the bathroom fight sequence between the two Terminators in 3? And how it looked really phony because of oh fuck, that was scary. Ah, it's so cool.
Yup.
But you remember how in the bathroom scene where they just completely wreck the environment, and you get that they're supposed to both weigh like 400 pounds and whatnot, but it just felt phony and fake. This fight scene feels correctly brutal. Oh, dude, the way like that scan effect. They don't have to do that kind of shit, but they do anyway because they're just here to go above and beyond. But it's so weird that arguably cooler concept of, you know, two Terminators wrecking their environment because they're so indestructible.
Yeah.
Is a lot less exciting than this. Okay, now here's the other thing. They totally forgot that arm. They left his arm to be found again for someone else, which is the exact same thing that they did in the first movie.
But the issue wasn't the arm. The issue was the chip.
Yeah, but it still was they still left a fucking piece of Terminator left over.
No,
to study.
I get it, but
it's just like I find that really silly. Is that they made pretty much almost the exact same mistake as they did in the first one. I'm really hoping that you know, like, someone makes like a parody video where it continues after, and he's like, "Oh, we should probably throw this part, this arm out. Like, isn't that exactly what we did in the first movie? Oh yeah, let's do that. Have out how it should have ended. Get on that. I'm pretty sure they'll do it, dude. Practical effect. That is a puppet. Not that part, but that last shot.
Oof.
They even had a moving eye on that puppet just to sell the realism. Isn't that insane? Ah! The fact that he's so slow and methodical, he's like, "Oh no, I'll get you." Like, that shotgun's not gonna do shit. Oh, dude, this shot. That is so cool. And how they sync it up with the flashing and the flicker of the lights. Damn! Again, once again, they built a prosthetic where it does these specific shots. It's crazy. Although I gotta admit, when he pulls it out, it's not that great, but who cares? The rest of this movie is so fucking amazing.
Right.
Also, I love how the light shines on them through the smoke. Fuck, this movie is cool. Hit him with this. Oh, hit him. Grand.
Oh.
Grand. 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 For you Return of the King fans. Bring up the wolf's head. Oh, damn. Dude, that prosthetic, seriously. Or just the dummy, the makeup, or not the makeup, the puppet that they use to crush his skull. God damn.
So, interesting fact here is the fact that the reboot scene the aftermath of this, where he reboots,
Yeah.
was not in the original script. It was not originally shot, and so they thought it was too confusing that he came back without that scene. So it was done in a reshoot on Christmas Day.
Oh, jeez.
Like, Arnold was literally about to leave to go visit Bruce Willis, like, with his family.
Oh, fuck. He missed a Bruce Willis Christmas party? Actually, you know what? He might have dodged a bullet there, literally speaking, because Christmas and Bruce Willis, yeah, doesn't always pan out.
But he ended up missing his trip because, I mean, look at the makeup he had to be put back into.
Oh yeah, that is not
to
trivial.
do that reshoot. Like, that's a hard reshoot day, or days.
No, I'm pretty sure it's probably just a day, but either way, that's still a full day, even for just a couple of shots.
Oh yeah.
Seriously though, man, I still feel the heat in this damn movie. Yeah. Oh shit. Back to life. You know, there's another thing that I know it hasn't aged well, and I know that they had limitations, but as good as that prosthetic is for Arnold's face, it still does protrude just a little bit. Like it's something that has to be added on, and that's why I actually really dug, found the effects of him like half blown apart in Terminator 3, because they use CG, and I'm okay with that because it takes away from his frame rather than adds to it. Which I think is also the other reason why Christopher Nolan decided to use CGI for Two-Face, because he's like, look, I could probably do this in makeup, but you're still adding shit, and when you have burn or flesh wounds and whatnot, you gotta go CG because you gotta take it away.
Right, and that's it. I really like if you're doing practical effects, if you're doing like a full head or something, but if you're having to reduce something, CG is great.
Still though, for the time though, and for what they got, that prosthetic is still really fucking amazing. And especially they got a battery-powered eye on it.
Yeah.
Twins again! Dude, man. Also, goddamn! Have you ever fired a shotgun before?
Yes.
Pumping those things takes a lot of effort. And the fact that she's doing it one-handed here, for real? Like, god damn, this woman is jacked. But sadly, not jacked enough.
And this right here.
Oh.
This moment.
You're out, Sarah. Womp womp. No more bullets.
The finger wiggle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wagging finger of shame. Oh, shit. Yes, bitch. The last grenade. Make it count. Boom. And another full-on puppet. Incredible, you guys. Oh, man. Also, there's another... Is it weird, but when he falls in and he gets that... Oh! It kind of actually sounds like the Xenomorphs.
So, these screams are actually done by the director, David Cameron.
Okay. That's cool, because I was like, that's so weird that we never hear him sound like this in any part of the movie. But I don't care, because, dude, the nightmare fuel that he puts in these images is amazing. Yep. Especially this last one here coming up. Oh. So in the previous scene that we had Grond, and now we have Gollum, right? Oh god, the One Ring's destruction was not as creepy as that. Shit. You know what? Actually, that must have been that's Gollum 10 years before Two Towers, wasn't it? The early CG characters, man. Yeah, I'll say, dude.
Great line.
And I know they're trying.
Hey, you know
hard.
what?
Yeah.
But that's what. There's all these lines that like they should land corny, and they just don't.
No, because you're like, this movie's giving you just such a fun time. You don't give a shit. I really don't.
Yeah.
And you know what I also find humorous about this, especially Arnold's makeup here? Not just the fact that, you know, his red eye never moves, even though it probably should. But really the thing that kind of gets me is how much of a difficulty it must have been to get his massive arm and conceal it.
Yeah.
You know, for the fake prosthetic one. Like, because you can kind of see that they're really struggling to hide those massive Mr. Universe arms. In here. No, guys, you don't have to destroy him yet, because John Connor literally gets like killed by another one of me in like just a few weeks after this. Just keep him. They really should have kind of kept him around just in case, you know? Because if there are going to be more Terminators falling out, he would kind of come in handy, don't you think? But you know what? In the context of this movie, oh, this shit's good. Oh, this bit here. Oh, God. You know, I can imagine just like, can you, like, being like a college student when the first Terminator came out, and then 6 years later this movie comes out, and you just bawl like a baby? Would not hold anyone against that, man, because this shit is good. Even Sarah becomes more accepting of the machine.
Okay, you know what I love?
What's that?
He makes a button push look dramatic.
Right. Oh, the music though, dude. Oh, so good.
It's like, Cameron, why do I love you as a director? Because you make pushing a button look dramatic. And this right here, I mean, how he goes in, it's just,
It's so heartbreaking. Good shit, man. And then as a final gesture, he gives his own Siskel and Ebert review of the movie for himself.
But it plays. I mean, again, something that should be corny, but just works.
Yeah, no, the thumbs up thing should... it's one of those things like the bad to the bone or I need a vacation. None of that should really work, but fuck if it does, man. Oh... And that's the other thing, you know, I remember this watching Aliens for the first time. I kind of get the same feeling here. Is like when the movie's finally over, I just feel this massive of relief. You know? Because both of them end very quietly, but you've had such a roller coaster.
But I love it. Like, final line ends and back to the Dun dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. And that was Terminator 2. Holy shit, man. 30 years. It is. We are recording this in the year 2021. 30 years after this movie was released. And you know what? Fuck, this movie still holds up as one of the best action movies ever. Ever.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm really glad that we're watching the theatrical, because if we were watching the Skynet edition, we'd be watching that really dumb ending with old Sarah Connor talking about, how John became a U.S. Senator and how Judgment Day never came. And it's, I'm sorry, I really hate it. Did you see that ending?
I don't think so. I've heard of it, and yeah, not a fan.
I like the fact that they keep it a little bit ambiguous, that the future still can be rewritten, and that it's their thing that you have to kind of take matters into your own hands. I like that. They keep it a little ambiguous. And, of course, it opens up for sequels. Now, were those sequels any good? No, not really, but it still ends on a really great note for the movie, because I'm sorry, it just was too different, from the rest of the movie. But
it definitely does not play.
I'll just die on that hill. The alternate ending of T2 is garbage. This theatrical ending is perfect, absolutely perfect. So how's it hold up for you watching it again, man?
It still holds up. I mean, I don't think there's an argument that you cannot have a discussion about the greatest action movie of all time without this being discussed.
Or without Guns N' Roses.
I mean, yeah, it may not, obviously everything's subjective.
Yeah.
Certain people are going to like certain things better than others. Certain effects people are going to appreciate better than others. But to me, this movie is amazing. It's the first Terminator had a great concept and did it okay. However,
it
did. Look, I stand by what I said.
All right.
I saw T2 before I ever saw Terminator.
Okay, now that's actually a fair... That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, but when you look at that movie and then look at this, and it's just like, so much of what he wanted to do in the first one is done here. And it's just, when technology comes around to let you truly embrace a vision you had to actually explore your imagination.
And hell, just to also take those tools and push them to their absolute limit.
Right, but when it also combines with, when you are, at the peak of your talent, your experience has prepared you, that's how you get what I would call the true movie magic.
Oh, for
and that's what this movie is. It's all those things coming together. And when those kind of movies come along, they don't come along all that often.
No.
Other ones I can think of, one you mentioned earlier, Jurassic Park is a movie like that. Where the technology works out just right for at the talent time, and you get something amazing. And
I'm sorry, I just totally saw that they were like, play the hit video arcade game now available from Nintendo. Good shit, man.
Which I mentioned earlier. The advertising for that was nuts. The cultural impact of this movie, particularly at the time, can't be overstated.
Yeah.
It really can't. I mean, it was huge. It was everywhere.
That was the summer of T2, man. You couldn't escape it.
Well, and that's it. It's like Arnold is coming off of, going into this movie, Arnold is coming off of Total Recall and Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
He is arguably the biggest name in Hollywood at the time, and he drops this. Wow.
Yeah, dude, for real. And what's even really crazy? When he started, trying to get, work in the early 70s and whatnot, people are like, there's no way you're going to make it in Hollywood. No one can even begin to try to pronounce your last name.
Yeah.
And he, you know what? Just I'm pretty sure 90% of the stuff that Arnold has done is just kind of weirdly out of spite. It's like, I cannot make it as a movie star. Oh, Dad, I will go to America and show you. Oh, I can be the greatest bodybuilder ever. I'm going to be the greatest bodybuilder ever and also be a great Hollywood actor. I will show all of you. And then I will run for governor and you will all vote for me. I will eat you all up. Ah! Put that cookie down.
Okay, on that note, do you have final thoughts?
Man, dude, it's hard to, like, honestly, like, I still love both the first two kind of equally. Maybe this one a little bit more just because of
I mean, I have come to appreciate the first one for sure, but I definitely think this is one of those times where the sequel is better than the original.
So I'm actually curious. Did you actually see all of the Terminator sequels? I'm really curious. You saw all of... I am so sorry. I saw 3. I saw...
Okay, try and think of it this way. When you see a movie like this that has this level of impact on you, you're going to go one of two ways. You're either going to be like, well, I'm not watching anything from that franchise ever again because nothing can ever top this. Or you're going to be like, you know what? I'm skeptical, but maybe.
Okay.
And it's like, as a film fanatic, I want an experience like this again.
Yeah,
so I'm going to keep coming back hoping somebody gets there. They haven't come close.
No. Well, 3 came the closest, but even so, that would talk to the hand. Like, it's so, like, yeah.
Well, but see, you could see why they would do that because so much. I mean, this movie's very dated. A lot of the dialogue and interactions are very dated, but it still kind of plays and works.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have shied away doing another sequel of doing period dialogue because it worked for this one and was still effective.
Yeah, I think they should have probably done it a lot sooner though, because 2003 that's a long 12 years is a long time.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons period dialogue of a modern period nature didn't work so well anymore is you started having the advent of internet culture at that point. And that's a lot of old, let's put it this way. Aging internet culture, while nostalgic and enjoyable for the people who were experienced it the first time around, does not hold up.
No, it really doesn't. We're all that. Looking back at our early MySpace stuff, we're all that moment in Avengers Endgame where the Hulk sees himself smashing around in New York, and he's just like, like that's all of us right there encapsulated. But
sometimes,
man.
Sometimes it's like, can we bring it back?
I do miss the old west of the internet, I will say. But either way, that's been Terminator 2, one of the best action movies of all time. Fuck, I have a fun time every time I watch it. And next week, we're going overseas for some more action, but equally legendary.
Indeed.
So hopefully y'all guys will be here next week, and you haven't totally been completely turned off by all the shit that we've been saying. But either way, we're going to be coming at you with more Action April. I've been Tim.
I've been Sean.
And you'll never have to watch a movie alone again. Peace.